Hello, welcome back to Be Creative. This week I am going to be making some abstracty-ish ATCs using the new Dina Wakley stamp set Collage Girls. I'm going to be experimenting on these little Stonehenge ATCs packs that my wonderful husband picked up for me at Jerry's when he was out and about doing errands. I really enjoy these packs because they're only like $1 a piece and they have like 10-15 pieces of paper in them, and it's a really good way to test out paper before I commit to a larger pack, which in this case I'm super glad I did because this paper was crap and I hated it. So I'm starting on the background for the first ATC, and like I said, I wanted something kind of abstracty-ish, so I am using the Tim Holtz Distress Embossing Glazes to create that effect. That is Speckled Egg, Fossilized Amber, and then his new color that he just released, Campfire something or other. I don't know. That reminds me, check the description box below for a list of the full supplies. So I am making sure to overlap each of the embossing powders just a smidge, and ooh, I got a little bit too much embossing glaze down there. I'm just going to wipe that off with my finger and a paintbrush and then heat set it. So that's the finished background. I really liked that, and I'm thinking that I may try to incorporate this technique into more of my tags and maybe even an art journal page. I don't know. So now I'm starting on the second background, and this one kind of got away from me. I was just again experimenting. So I have some of the Dina Wakley gloss sprays in her new colors, and I have sprayed that and mixed it up with some transparent matte texture paste. You guys know I don't work with texture paste very often, but I've been thinking about my horizons lately and realized that they need to be broadened. So I'm trying to do more things that I don't normally do. And the best way to learn is to experiment and to make mistakes. This was a mistake. I don't know if I used too much of the gloss spray or if that was the wrong mixture, like it might have been better with paint, but those did not dry at all. But I don't know that yet. So I have just, innocently set it off to the side to dry, so naively. And I'm starting on the background for my last ATC. I am so excited about this. This is a new stencil. Kat Kerr did a Facebook giveaway to celebrate her new stencil release with Stencil Girl. And dudes, I won. I was totally flabbergasted. So what I won was this brand new stencil. It is called I Am Collage, and I don't know if you guys are like me, but I love Stencil Girl stencils, and Kat Kerr is one of my favorite artists with them. So I have been trying to figure out what was the right way to use this to kind of break it in, if you will. I decided it was this project. I have some Lapis and Turquoise that I mixed together and ran through the stencil with my favorite new stenciling technique. It is so awesome, and I have set that aside to dry while I go back to this. This is when I realized that this has not dried. It has not dried at all. It's been actually sitting for about 15 minutes in front of a fan, and it's just not dry. As you can see, I have not let that deter me. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to put some more over top of it, because that seems like a really good idea. More things that are wet over top of stuff that's not drying. I just went with it. I'm getting kind of frustrated with it at this point, honestly. So now I am going to start working on my focal points, and I've pulled out that brand new stamp set. Oh, I'm so excited about this. I have been waiting for the Lonely Girl stamp for so long, and I finally got it. It's been really hard not to put it all over everything. Like, you know, my shoes, my bags, my wall. I love it. So I am going to keep this super simple because the background is really bold. I really like it, and I don't really want to cover it up. So it does need just a smidge more interest in the background. I think, you know me, I can't help myself. So I have cut out 3 of those little, they're circles. They're like circles with, well, you can see what they are. They are from the Dina Wakley subscriber Facebook group. If you are a subscriber to her, then she sometimes gives you free downloadables, and that was on one of the downloadables. So I have cut those out. I have figured out my placement. I have colored in the little blindfold that's over the Lonely Girl with some olive scribble stick, and I'm going to just glue everything down. When I fussy cut out the Lonely Girl, I did lose some of that really pretty scribbling that she had on the side. I'm going to replicate that with some of that Dina Wakley washi tape. That is my absolute favorite washi tape. I am almost out of it and it has been discontinued. I am hoarding it at this point because I can't find it anywhere. So if anyone knows where I can get that original roll of washi tape at, you will be my new best friend if you tell me. I didn't really like where that black one was just stuck. I don't know. It just was messing with the flow, and I don't like how that was looking either. So I am fortunately able to peel everything up and then kind of just reposition it. And I do this quite a bit. Sometimes though I'm unfortunate and I take too long to decide, and then things are just stuck where they're at, and then I have to learn to live with it. But luckily, that was not the case. And I think out of all three, this one is my favorite. I absolutely love how that one turned out. So now we're going to start working on the focal point for our second ATC. And I wanted to do something a little bit different. I decided rather than having the other stamp, that Collage Girl stamp came with 3 stamps. This is the second one. I didn't want to make that the actual focal point. I wanted it to be part of the background. So I have some of the Dina Wakley's just regular washi tape that you can like stamp over. I've stamped it in Archival ink, and then I'm going to peel it up and space it a little bit as I lay it down into the background. I stamped that in one of the Distress Archival colors, the orange one, Spice Marmalade, I think. And looking at the playback now, I think, you know what, I wish I had stamped it in a different color, more of a cheddary color, but I didn't want to use my Scribble sticks with it because I wanted a really clear, crisp image. But you know what, it's okay. So I'm going to make a focal point, and I'm kind of mimicking one of the little collage elements in the Dina Wakley digital download. My husband noticed that I had a really hard time finishing my final. It was why I didn't post a video the week before last. I think the tip-off might have been when he caught me Googling how does one become a shepherd online, because I was just ready to quit school. That class was horrible. As a gift for finishing, and I finished with an A, thank you very much, super proud of myself, he gifted me the blackest black paint imaginable. It dries completely matte, which is exactly what you need when you want really good black paint and coverage. I think it's probably going to replace all of my black gesso, like for always, for all time. So thank you, babe. I really appreciate it. That is the finished second ATC. I just very quickly added some little additional collage elements, and all of the sentiments for each of the artist trading cards came from the new Dina Wakley collage paper that I absolutely love. Oh, I'm obsessed with it. I just think it's fantastic. So now I'm going to start on this last one, and as you can see, I have fussy cut her out and just done some really intense scribbling with Scribble sticks. I don't know what is going on with her hair. At the time, I was like, it's okay. Looking at the playback, I'm like, Shannon, what are you doing? I am adding just a little bit of more stamping over that still not dry texture face. I did have to hit it with a heat gun to build up like a skin over top of it, just so that I could get stuff glued down and have a place to do some stamping, because it was just, it was a mess. So I am stamping with the texture background stamps in the Funky Peeps stamp set. I'm stamping off in between because the colors that I chose originally are really muted. They were apricot and mineral, I think. So I didn't want anything that was going to kind of overwhelm those colors. Her hair is crazy. Like, I'm looking at this now and it is absolutely ridiculous. But that's okay. You know what? I'm just going to go with it. These are our finished abstracty-ish ATCs made with the new Dina Wakley Collaged Girl stamp set. And I think this one is my favorite. I absolutely love how it came out. The second one, though, she just looks so frazzled. Like, enough. Like, she has had enough. I love it. And this last one with that new cat curse stencil is just, oh, I adore it. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Hey, here's some more videos that you might like, and please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button so that you can see more of my content.